Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dialoguing English.
The place where English is not just grammar, it's real life, real emotions, and sometimes very real awkward moments.
Especially when you meet someone new.
Because meeting new people is exciting, but also a little terrifying.
Your mind starts asking strange questions. What if I don't understand them? What if I say something weird? What if the conversation dies and we both just stand there smiling in silence?
The silent smile is one of the most uncomfortable human experiences.
It really is. Today, we're talking about something every English learner experiences: meeting new people and trying to connect in another language.
That mix of curiosity, anxiety, hope, and overthinking.
And the beautiful thing is that you don't need perfect English to create real connections.
You only need courage and a few honest sentences.
So, imagine this with us. You're at a small gathering. Nothing too loud, nothing too formal. Just a cozy space where people are talking, laughing softly, holding drinks, and pretending they feel more confident than they actually do.
That is painfully accurate.
You walk in. You don't know many people. Your brain immediately starts observing everything.
Where do I stand? Who looks friendly? What do I do with my hands?
The "what do I do with my hands" question is universal.
I usually pretend I'm very interested in my drink.
Same. Suddenly, the drink becomes emotionally supportive.
You see someone standing nearby. They look approachable, not intimidating, not overly confident, just human.
That's usually the safest person to start with,
The first sentence is always the hardest.
but also the most powerful.
Hi, I don't think we've met before.
Simple, gentle, non-threatening.
The person smiles. That small smile instantly reduces your anxiety.
Hi, I'm Emma.
Nice to meet you, Emma. I'm James.
That moment, saying your name and hearing theirs, feels small, but it creates the first thread of connection.
Do you ever forget someone's name immediately after hearing it?
Immediately, my brain panics and stores zero information.
Same. You're so focused on being polite that memory just disappears.
A very honest strategy is repeating the name.
Nice to meet you, Emma.
Repetition helps memory and shows interest.
So Emma asks the classic question.
So, how do you know the host?
A perfect, safe conversation starter.
I work with Daniel, actually. What about you?
We went to university together.
Notice how natural this is. No complicated vocabulary, just sharing small pieces of your story.
Conversations grow through small exchanges, not impressive speeches.
There's a small pause.
The pause feels longer in your head than in reality.
Much longer.
Your brain screams, say something, say something, say something.
So you ask another gentle question.
Are you enjoying the evening so far?
Yes, it's really nice. I was a bit nervous to come, though,
That honesty changes everything.
because vulnerability creates comfort.
Really? Me too. I almost stayed home.
And suddenly, the conversation becomes real.
Shared nervousness is bonding.
People don't connect through perfection. They connect through honesty.
Emma laughs loftily.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
That sentence alone creates warmth.
Now the conversation starts breathing naturally.
What do you usually do when you're not attending slightly awkward gatherings?
That question feels very real.
I work in marketing, but honestly, most of my free time is spent watching movies and trying to cook things that don't always go well.
Cooking failures are excellent conversation material.
What about you?
I'm a graphic designer, and I also enjoy cooking, but mostly eating.
A very relatable hobby.
Notice how humor relaxes the interaction.
Humor says, this is safe. You can relax.
There's another small pause, but now it feels comfortable, not stressful.
Comfortable silence is a sign of growing connection.
You notice something interesting. Your anxiety is slowly decreasing.
Not disappearing completely.
but softening.
And that's enough.
Something interesting starts happening after those first few minutes. You stop performing and start existing.
That's a beautiful way to describe it.
At the beginning, you're monitoring every word, your pronunciation, your grammar, your reactions. Everything feels like a test.
But then the conversation slowly becomes less about English and more about the person in front of you.
And that shift is where real confidence is born.
Emma takes a sip of her drink and looks a little more relaxed now.
So, what made you decide to come tonight, even though you almost stayed home?
That question carries curiosity and care.
Honestly, I've been trying to push myself to be more social. I realized I was getting too comfortable staying in my routine.
That honesty feels familiar.
I completely understand that. Comfort zones are very persuasive.
They whisper very convincing arguments.
Stay home, wear comfortable clothes, avoid awkward conversations,
Avoid eye contact with strangers,
avoid the possibility of embarrassing yourself.
but also avoid unexpected beautiful moments.
That's the hidden cost.
Emma nods slowly.
I think that's exactly it. I didn't want to miss the possibility of meeting interesting people.
That sentence alone carries courage.
And look, it worked.
You both smile, and this time the smile feels natural, not polite.
Conversations often deepen when someone admits they're trying to grow.
Growth is relatable. Everyone understands the discomfort of it.
There's movement around you, laughter from another group. Someone accidentally drops a spoon and laughs at themselves.
Those small, imperfect moments make the environment feel human.
Emma looks around and then back at you.
Do you usually find it easy to meet new people?
That question is almost philosophical.
I used to think I was bad at it, but now I think I was just afraid of silence.
Silence feels like failure when you're anxious.
But silence is often just breathing space.
Exactly. I realized conversations don't need to be constantly impressive. They just need to be real.
Emma smiles in agreement.
That's comforting to hear. I always thought confident people never felt awkward.
The biggest secret is that confident people feel awkward all the time.
They've just made peace with it.
That realization changes everything.
There's a gentle pause again, but this time neither of you rush to fill it.
Emma looks at the food table.
Do you want to grab something to eat?
Group movement often makes conversation easier.
Yes, that sounds good.
Walking side by side removes some of the pressure of constant eye contact.
Movement creates conversational oxygen.
You both approach the table, scanning the options.
This is the moment when people suddenly become very interested in food as a conversation shield.
Food reduces social anxiety dramatically.
You pick something small.
Emma looks at a dish curiously.
Do you know what this is?
That question creates collaboration instead of performance.
I have no idea, but it looks either delicious or dangerous.
Emma laughs. That uncertainty makes the moment playful.
Emma tries it first.
Okay, it's definitely safe.
Relief spreads like shared victory.
You both laugh, and laughter accelerates connection faster than perfect grammar ever could.
A nearby conversation gets louder, and Emma leans slightly closer so you can hear each other better.
That physical adjustment creates a subtle feeling of closeness.
So, what do you enjoy doing when you're completely alone and no one is watching?
That question goes deeper than typical small talk.
I like long walks with music. It helps me think without pressure.
That's beautifully introspective.
What kind of music?
Music questions often reveal personality.
Honestly, it depends on my mood. Sometimes calm acoustic songs, sometimes dramatic movie soundtracks when I want to feel like the main character in my own life.
Emma laughs warmly.
That's amazing, I do that too.
Shared quirks feel surprisingly intimate.
The conversation is no longer about meeting someone new,
It's about discovering familiarity in a stranger.
and that realization feels comforting.
Emma hesitates for a second, then speaks.
Can I admit something slightly embarrassing?
Those sentences usually lead to meaningful moments.
I always rehearse conversations in my head before social events.
That confession feels deeply relatable.
Me too. And then the real conversation never follows the script.
Never.
And somehow that's better.
Because authenticity lives outside the script.
Emma nods, visibly relieved.
It's comforting to hear that I'm not the only one overthinking.
Overthinking is often just caring deeply about connection.
That perspective softens self-judgment.
The music changes slightly in the background, and the atmosphere feels calmer now.
You realize something quietly powerful.
You're no longer translating every sentence.
You're reacting, listening, laughing, living.
That moment is a milestone for language learners.
The moment English stops being a task and becomes a bridge.
Something subtle shifts after laughter becomes comfortable.
The conversation stops feeling like an introduction and starts feeling like familiarity.
Emma leans lightly against the table, her posture more relaxed than when you first met.
There's less performance now, less careful filtering of every word.
That emotional safety is what transforms strangers into real connections.
Emma looks thoughtful for a moment, watching people move around the room.
You know, I always find it fascinating how quickly someone can go from being completely unknown to feeling strangely familiar.
That observation carries quiet depth.
It's like our brains are constantly searching for pieces of ourselves in other people.
And when we find even a small piece, something softens inside us.
Exactly. A shared fear, a similar habit, the same awkward laugh.
Those tiny mirrors create comfort.
You nod, feeling that truth settle naturally.
I think connection happens faster when people stop trying to impress and start allowing themselves to be seen.
That sentence lands gently but powerfully.
Emma smiles, not the polite smile from earlier, but one that carries recognition.
Being seen is scary, though.
It is, because being seen means being imperfect in front of someone.
But it also means being accepted without pretending.
Emma takes a slow breath, clearly reflecting on that idea.
I used to think I had to be interesting to be liked. Now I think being honest is more important.
Honesty invites calm instead of pressure.
You can feel the conversation becoming quieter in energy but deeper in meaning.
The background noise fades slightly, not because it disappears, but because your attention narrows to this moment.
Emma glances at your drink.
Are you enjoying tonight more than you expected?
That question carries curiosity and a bit of vulnerability.
Yeah, I am. I almost didn't come, and that thought feels strange now.
That realization is powerful, the awareness that fear almost prevented a meaningful moment.
Emma nods slowly.
I think many beautiful experiences begin with hesitation.
Hesitation isn't a sign to stop, it's often a sign that something meaningful is ahead.
Emma smiles with a mix of relief and understanding.
I needed to hear that.
A gentle silence appears again, but this time it feels warm rather than awkward.
Silence becomes a shared resting space instead of a conversational failure.
Emma looks toward the window where the night outside feels calm and distant from the lively room.
Do you ever feel like everyone else is socially confident and you're the only one figuring things out?
That question feels deeply human.
All the time, but I'm starting to believe everyone is improvising more than they admit.
Emma laughs softly, clearly relieved by that thought.
That makes social life feel less like a performance and more like a shared experiment.
Exactly. No one really knows what they're doing, they're just trying to connect.
Emma's shoulders relax even more.
It's comforting to realize confidence isn't the absence of awkwardness.
It's the willingness to stay present despite awkwardness.
That reframing changes the emotional experience of social interactions completely.
Emma glances around again, observing small groups laughing, talking, existing imperfectly.
I think I spent years avoiding situations like this because I thought I needed to become someone else first.
That sentence holds quiet sadness, but also growth.
Someone more outgoing, more interesting, more effortless.
But connection doesn't require transformation. It requires permission.
Permission to be exactly who you are in that moment.
Emma smiles, a smile filled with recognition rather than nervousness.
I'm starting to realize that.
You feel the conversation reaching that rare space where honesty feels natural rather than risky.
And in that space, even simple sentences feel meaningful.
A group nearby begins laughing loudly, breaking the reflective atmosphere for a moment.
Emma smiles playfully.
I think laughter is the universal proof that people are just trying to feel safe and happy.
That observation feels light but true.
You nod, feeling the simplicity of it.
At the end of the day, most people aren't judging you.
They're thinking about themselves.
Their own fears, their own awkward moments, their own hopes for connection.
That realization removes a heavy weight.
Emma finishes her drink slowly.
I'm really glad I talked to you tonight.
The sincerity in that sentence feels calm and genuine.
Me too. This conversation felt easy.
Easy conversations are rarely about perfect compatibility.
They're about emotional safety.
Emma nods with quiet agreement.
I think the best conversations are the ones where you don't feel the need to perform,
Where silence is allowed.
where laughter is spontaneous.
Where honesty doesn't feel dangerous.
Emma smiles, a soft, grateful smile.
That's rare.
Rare, but not accidental.
It happens when two people allow themselves to be present instead of impressive.
The music lowers slightly, signaling the night is slowly winding down.
Emma glances at the door, then back at you.
I should probably head home soon, but I'm really glad tonight turned out differently than I expected.
That sentence carries closure without sadness.
Sometimes the best part of social events is the unexpected conversation that changes your mood.
You nod, feeling the quiet satisfaction of that truth.
Before leaving, Emma hesitates slightly.
Would you like to stay in touch?
A simple question that carries possibility.
Yes, I'd like that.
Phones appear, contacts exchanged, a small modern ritual of continued connection.
But the real connection was already built in the conversation.
Emma smiles warmly.
Thank you for making tonight feel less intimidating.
That gratitude feels genuine and mutual.
Thank you for being honest. It made everything easier.
A final smile, a gentle goodbye, and Emma walks toward the door.
You watch her leave, feeling something subtle but important.
Not excitement, not relief.
Growth.
The quiet realization that you showed up despite fear and something meaningful happened.
And that realization stays with you longer than the event itself. There's something very quiet about walking home after a night like this.
Not quiet in the absence of sound, but quiet in the mind.
The kind of silence that feels reflective instead of empty.
The street feels calmer than the room you just left, yet your thoughts feel fuller.
You replay moments without trying to analyze them.
Small laughs, comfortable pauses, unexpected honesty.
And the realization that nothing dramatic happened.
Yet something meaningful did.
You step outside into the cool air, feeling the emotional contrast between the noise inside and the softness of the night.
Social experiences rarely change your life instantly.
But they slowly change how you see yourself.
Tonight wasn't about being impressive.
It wasn't about perfect English.
It wasn't about being the most interesting person in the room.
It was about showing up.
And staying.
That sounds simple, but emotionally it's not.
Showing up while feeling nervous is courage.
Staying while feeling awkward is growth.
And allowing connection despite uncertainty is emotional bravery.
Many people believe confidence arrives first.
But most of the time, confidence is what arrives after you act while afraid.
You walk slowly, letting that idea settle naturally.
The night air feels grounding, like a gentle reminder that the world is bigger than your worries.
You think about how many conversations never happen because someone assumes they won't be interesting enough.
How many friendships never begin because someone fears awkward silence?
How many opportunities quietly disappear because hesitation feels safer than vulnerability?
And yet, tonight proved something important.
Awkward moments didn't ruin the experience.
They humanized it.
Silence didn't create distance.
It created breathing space.
Imperfect English didn't block connection.
It invited patience and authenticity.
That realization changes the emotional meaning of communication
Language stops being a test.
and becomes a bridge,
You remember Emma's smile when the conversation became honest,
not a polite smile,
a relieved one.
the kind of smile people have when they feel safe to be themselves,
That safety is often created in small, quiet ways,
through listening,
through kindness.
through allowing imperfection without judgment.
You begin to understand something subtle but powerful.
Most people aren't looking for impressive conversations.
They're looking for comfortable ones,
They're looking for someone who listens without rushing,
someone who laughs without evaluating.
someone who stays present instead of performing.
And that kind of presence has nothing to do with vocabulary size.
It has everything to do with emotional openness.
The fear of speaking another language often hides a deeper fear,
The fear of being misunderstood.
the fear of appearing less intelligent.
The fear of being judged during vulnerable moments.
But tonight quietly challenged those fears.
You were understood even when your sentences weren't perfect.
You connected even when you paused to search for words.
You felt accepted without needing to present a polished version of yourself.
That is the kind of evidence fear rarely allows you to see.
Growth doesn't feel dramatic while it's happening.
It feels subtle.
Almost ordinary.
But later, when you reflect, you realize your comfort zone expanded quietly.
You think about the version of yourself who almost stayed home.
The version who believed discomfort meant danger.
The version who thought confidence was required before participation.
And you feel gentle gratitude toward the version of you who came anyway.
Not because the night was extraordinary.
But because you allowed the possibility of connection.
Social confidence is not built through theory.
It's built through lived experiences that contradict your fears.
Tonight was one of those experiences.
You reach your door feeling calm rather than exhausted.
Social energy doesn't always drain you when authenticity is present.
Sometimes it restores you,
Before going inside, you pause for a moment.
not for a dramatic reflection.
Just a quiet acknowledgement.
You did something uncomfortable.
You did nothing terrible.
In fact, something beautiful happened.
A conversation that felt safe.
A moment of honesty with a stranger.
A realization that nothing connection requires perfection.
Only presence.
Now, let's talk directly to you, the listener.
If meeting new people feels intimidating in English,
That is completely normal.
you are not behind.
You are not socially incapable.
You are simply human in a vulnerable learning process.
Every confident speaker you admire once felt exactly the way you feel.
Nervous before speaking.
Afraid of awkward pauses.
Unexpected honesty.
Unsure if their words were enough.
Confidence didn't arrive before their conversations.
It was built because of them.
The goal is not to eliminate nervousness.
The goal is to move gently with it instead of waiting for it to disappear.
You don't need to become someone else to connect.
You don't need perfect pronunciation to be interesting.
You don't need impressive stories to be worth listening to.
Your presence is enough.
Your curiosity is enough.
Your willingness to try is more powerful than flawless grammar.
The most memorable conversations rarely happen because someone was perfect,
They happened because someone was sincere.
because someone listened.
Because someone allowed space for imperfection.
The next time you feel nervous meeting someone new,
Remember tonight's story,
not as a script.
but as reassurance.
Conversations don't need to be extraordinary to be meaningful,
They only need honesty and patience.
and the courage to begin with a simple hi.
One small interaction can change how you see your ability to connect,
Not instantly,
but quietly.
and those quiet changes are the ones that last.
Thank you for spending this moment with us.
Thank you for allowing yourself to imagine these experiences.
And thank you for continuing to show up for your learning journey.
We'll see you in the next episode of Dialoguing English.
Keep practicing,
Keep speaking.
and most importantly,
Keep allowing yourself to connect even when it feels uncomfortable.
good night.
Bye, everyone.